Hey everyone, my name's Thane. These are my Tyranids. Today they're going to be fighting the Imperial Guard, as run by my friend Travis. He schooled me the last time we played. I hadn't played very much 40k and my army was a little out of date, so hopefully I'm going to show that I've learned something since. So this is the army. Travis is kindly letting me proxy an awful lot because I don't have a lot of Tyranid models, and much of what I do have isn't very useful by the new rules. So I've done my best to be fairly representational about what things are, and you can see that I have spore pods, homemade spore pods, my static spores to be deploying some troops from. I really like them. I think that they add a lot to the army. This is my Hive Tyrant. He is old school, and he does have a Stranglethorn cannon. I've upgraded him to have the armored shell, and he's a Hive commander. So I'll be able to bring on a unit of Gene Stealers as flankers, and that should help out an awful lot. He also has Paroxysm and Leech Essence because those seem like very effective psychic powers. So these are 15 Gene Stealers with Toxin Sacs. The Toxin Sacs will let them re-roll their wounds, hopefully letting them get a few more runs in. They will be deployed with flanking because of the Hive Tyrant's Hive Commander ability. It seems like a pretty useful thing for them to do and may prevent them from getting too shot up. I've seen them come in on the wrong side before, but you know, at the very least maybe they can hold some objectives or still be a threat. In front of them are 8 young girl Gene Stealers. They will be deploying out of one of the 4 pieces of area terrain. Unfortunately, that's all I've got, but should be good enough. Most of it's in locations where they can get somewhere with a 13-inch move for a charge, and definitely 18 inches should get them someplace really useful. Now this is going to be played as the Doom of Malantai. I think an Elder God should work fine for that. And he is, of course, being deployed by a mycetic spore. There's absolutely no reason not to ever take that model that I can see. That is by far the best model for the points in the Tyranid force. Over here are 2 more mycetic spores that will each be deploying 12 termagants with Devourers. Devourers are great weapons. They double the cost of the unit, but they have 3 shots each, and so each of those units are going to be putting out 36 shots, which should be able to get some kills in. Even if they're shooting into guys with covers saves, they should be able to get a good number of kills each turn. I don't really expect them to last more than a turn just because of the amount of return fire they get, but they'll pop out of the spores and hopefully be able to gun some troops down. The other possibility is that the spores will break a tank, and then they can gun down the guys that come out of it. These are going to be played as Hive Guard. I see absolutely no reason to play a Tyranid warrior anymore. There's way too many weapons in the game that are strength 8 or higher and just insta-kill them, and you've paid a whole lot of points for something that dies in one shot. So Hive Guard look awesome. They've got decent armor, they've got good toughness, and only strength 10 weapons are insta-killing them. They got a good ranged attack. They got a ballistic skill of 4, which is very rare in the Tyranid force, and they can fire through terrain. There's really just no downside for 50 points for those guys, and I can easily imagine getting 9 of those just to fill out my elites, except the Doom of Malantai. So who knows? Anyway, this is an exocrine, and I really like my exocrine. I'm going to play him as a Tyrannifex. That is a pretty good simulation of what a Tyrannifex can do. It's a little bit larger than the model, but it's got a big gun, it's got a nice heavy armor for it. It's a nice model for Armor 2. It used to be Tyranids had a lot of monstrous creatures that had really good armor. Now it's not so much. This, though, is a great model. I don't know how it will really perform. I suspect just going with the template weapon as opposed to the big gun is probably, in the long run, a better choice, but the big gun is my best weapon against tanks, and we'll see what happens. So these will be playing my Terragons. They are an Epic Biotitan and Dementia the 18-headed Hydra. She's a conversion I did for Armies of Arcana. And they both are about Terragon sized and pretty well represent what a Terragon is about. Behind them is a bunch of Termagants that will hopefully be spawned by them. I'm actually hoping to spawn a lot more of them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for models though if that happens. I figure 2 Terragons should put out probably around 40 models before failing on average, but the averages don't mean much in 40k. They could give up real early or they could just keep going. They also have toxin sacs so that they can give poison to the models that they're near, and it actually, I think, is going to help them if they get into close combat. Overall, for the whole army, I'm hoping to be able to get the monstrous creatures in to help break up his tanks. I know he has a lot of them. He likes his vendettas. He likes a lot of troops coming out of Gorgons, and they're pretty beastly for bugs to break down. They don't have a lot of ranged weapons that get through that, and I've taken pretty much the best I could with the models that I had. I think his troops will have to get out fairly early, especially if these things drop behind his tanks and start bashing on him. Overall, I've tried to keep things that will die easily and be insta-killed away, especially if they have multiple wounds that I'm paying for, because I know he'll pick those out. So almost everything out there that's not on a 1-inch base is got toughness 6 or a few cases toughness 5, so I've got to watch out for strength 10 weapons. I'm not sure if a las cannon is strength 10. Should probably look that up, but otherwise try to keep cover saves, try to ambush his tanks. Hopefully he'll put something near a flank where my Gene Stealers can come out on them. And just have to see what happens. Say hi, Travis.
Hi, Travis.
And this is his hellish army. Go ahead and tell us about it.
Alright, this is the unlubricated armored fist of the Emperor regiment here. I got 2 Vendettas and a Valkyrie. I got a Leman Russ Punisher with Knight Commander Pask. I've got 2 standard Leman Russes with heavy bolter turrets. Heavy bolter sponsons. I've got 2 command squads, one with plasma guns and a medic, the other with 4 flamers. I've got a rattling squad with 9 rattling snipers. I got 2 veteran squads with 3 plasma guns each and demolitions, and then I've got a veteran squad with Sergeant Bastone, 3 plasma guns, and they also have demolitions.
Terrifying.
Indeed.
You ready to roll for deployment? Seize ground. Deployment, dawn of war.
Oh.
Alright, so how many objectives? 5. Well, we'll see who gets multiples. I got a 5. 2. Alright, so I got 3 objectives, you got 2 objectives. 4 of them. Do you want me to place first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Well, I don't know if it's the most strategic choice, but we'll put it on the hilltop. That definitely looks like an objective.
Yeah. So I think this low ground here would make a good objective, force you out in the open.
I disagree. Well then, let's do this hilltop. Oh, it's got to be a foot out. This hill slope.
We will do. Can't be there, so there. Can't be there. Once again, try to force you out in the open.
You get all that?
Oh wait.
God damn it, Brooker.
There.
Alright. And this last one. It should be able to fit somewhere in here. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Tyranids are master geometricians. Alright, so pretty good spread, mostly out in the center. Be hard to be able to play too defensive with this. Okay, so we've gone with Dawn of War. Travis rolled high, but he has decided to pick table edge and let me go first. He is going over there. I gotta write down where my Gene Stealers are popping up at. Set up the 2 Terragons, which are troop choices, in Forest along with the Hive Tyrant, and he has set up nothing on his side of the board. The 3 Flyers are coming in flanking, and that's it. Okay, so turn 1. Tyranids are going first, Terragons are spawning. The first one does 13, the second one does 10, and neither of them rolled doubles, so plenty more room to Tyranid turn 1 since there is absolutely nothing else for them to do. They spawned their termagants, they've come up on the side, the Tyrannifex came in along with the Hive Guard over on this side, and over here they're just sort of hanging out in the woods waiting to see what happens. The lubricated fist of the Emperor is hesitant. Let's go into shooting. What are you doing, Brooker?
Alright. The first of all, this tank here will one-shot will fire at the termagants with his battle cannon.
Okay.
I'm going to aim at this guy right here. And that scatters 4 inches that way. So that gets 3.
Okay.
And then we're going to fire a heavy bolter and a heavy stubber. So heavy bolter is red, heavy stubber is gray. On 4s. So 1 heavy bolter, no heavy stubber shots. So we've got 3 hits with the battle cannon, 1 hit with the heavy bolter. Your toughness 3, right?
Yeah.
So
they
need
try.
2s.
Don't be judgmental.
So that's 2 insta kills and 1 feel no pain save.
Okay, so what kind of cover I got on this? It looks like most of
the squad is, so yeah, so
I'll give them 5+ because most of them are behind the other.
Okay. So 3 cover saves.
Saved 1, 2 down.
That wasn't as good as advertised. Alright, next up, Pask will fire at this squad with his Punisher cannon. He is within range. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 3 heavy bolter shots. And that'll be it. So Pask needs 3. Okay, miss, 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 miss.
Seems like rather a lot.
Yep, so they are strength 5, so they wound on 2s. But you're in pretty hard cover there. I'm AP dash anyway.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that's 10 get through, so that's 10 saves. That's 10 cover saves.
I think I'll take the cover saves. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of them die. Leaving the world no poorer. Hey, it gives me some more to spawn though.
Alright.
I really need you to destroy more of them.
Yeah, alright, I'll see if I can oblige.
Oh wait, they got feel no pain, right?
Yes,
they do.
They do.
So only 3 of them die. Fine.
This could be a problem.
You just wasted a lot of ammo. The Emperor is not going to be pleased.
Yeah, that's what the Adeptus Mechanicus is for. Alright, second Lehman Russ will fire its battle cannon at the termagants here. We're going to fire at this guy. Oh, that's not good. That is, what, 5 inches
It's
this
off.
way?
Wherever the edge of the template is more than 5,
Yeah.
right?
Battle cannon misses. I'm going to shoot 3 heavy bolter and 3 heavy stubber shots. 4s, 2 heavy stubber hits, wounding on 3s, 1 wound.
AP? Doesn't matter, it's cover.
Yeah, cover.
Fails cover, succeeds at feel no pain. I'm renaming Dementia Morphine for this battle.
Alright, that's it for shooting.
Wow. Okay, so to recap, almost nothing happened at all. A very few termagants died from this squad. He brought in all of those forces, deployed no one except for the ratlings, who apparently don't merit a transport. It's my turn. Actually, I guess we should start right here. So, what out of all of this crap comes on? Young girl, Gene Stealers. The Hive Tyrant gives me a +1, so I need 3s to come on. Alright, so 2, unfortunate. These guys on a flank, 3, they do come on. Doom of Malantai, 5, it comes on. This group, 6, it comes on. This group, 4, it comes on. I guess we'll start deploying these things. I am going to drop... Man, they're just in the middle of a bunch of tanks. Alright, I'm going to drop this one right here. Let's call it the tip of that. And it goes this way 3.
Not too bad.
Nah. Okay. I am going to drop that one. Alright, I will drop the Doom of Malantai. Well, this is scary. I think he's going to try to go right there. Hit. Perfect. And finally this one. You know, I'm going to put him over here. What the heck? Right there. So, essentially, right where that, right in the center of that little division.
Now remember, you can still
go off the board. I know. But it hits. Alright.
Artichoke of Death.
The Artichoke of Death, indeed. I really need to put bases on these. Okay, go put the camera down and do some movement. Okay, so Doom of Malantai came out to get into the woods, and all of these guys are piled out around their respective pods, which will hopefully bash the crap out of some tanks. Let's roll for Turvagans. I may not even roll for that one. Am I meant? Do I have to roll for it? I don't know either. So this one gets another 10. Of which I have 8. Yeah, I definitely got to get some termagants. And the other one, I'm just going to spawn and see what he does. So, triples. 12. Let's work this out. Okay, so this one spawned 12, which will be represented by 15mm Minotaurs. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And this group spawned 10. This one's still spawning. That one rolled triples. And I've got a couple of owlbears that are pretending that they are termagants. They'll die first. The Gene Stealers have come in on that side where if they get a good roll, they can get into that tank. Over here, these guys kind of moved back into the woods because those guys went forward. Their Feel No Pain was awesome last time, so morphine is definitely working. These guys moved up ever so much as they could. They still probably aren't in range of anything. And these guys ran up into some cover, and there we are. First thing that happens, I guess, is that the Doom of Malantai goes off. So go ahead and make your leadership test for the ratlings, which are sadly the only things out of transports right now.
6.
3 dice.
3 dice. Oh gosh. That was a 5. So 9.
9? What's
so
their
they
leadership?
failed by 6.
They failed by 6?
No, their leadership is 6.
Oh, okay. So they lost.
by 3.
So they take 3 wounds. And that means my Doom of Malantai is strength. I'm going to spare trying to roll while doing the camera. So we'll just do the results of everything. All of these things just missed entirely. Well, they didn't miss, but they failed to penetrate. The cover save saved this thing several times with his command squad in it.
No, veteran squad.
Veteran squad? Okay. But the Tyrannifex actually got his shots in here, got one of them to hit, good penetration, and it missed the cover save. So these guys bailed out. This unit shot at them and did significant damage to it. Basically, it's one guy with 1 wound left.
He's got 2 wounds left.
With 2 wounds
That's
left.
The captain.
Okay, and then these guys ran into the woods, and these guys ran up and have already done their assault into it. We're going to see what the results of that assault are now. Okay, so the results of that were I got 3 penetrating hits out of it, but I rolled 3-3-2 for it, and so that's still a functional, if somewhat wounded, tank. Not a great turn for the Tyranids all the way around. They got 1 vehicle destroyed. And got most of that command squad. Does he have to take any kind of test, or?
Yeah, he does have to take a
Okay.
test. Leadership.
Yeah, he's fine. Okay, on to the horror of his revenge.